Hello everybody, it's me, your favorite host, Kicker, and you're back for a new episode of Kicking It with Kicker. It's been a minute since I've made any content. I bet you're thinking, man, I bet his hair has gotten long. That's probably what you're thinking. You're right. It's been a minute since I've made any content. Haven't really felt like doing much, actually. Yep. Made a few moves and got some money and whatnot gathered up, and thought I was going to be able to get the X-Wing 1000 in the spotlight again real quick, but I think I'm going to put it on the back burner again real quick, because for the last 90 days Noisy Boy has been parked in the same spot because I've been financially deadlocked and unable to do anything until just a few days ago. I sold my car, and I've managed in just a few days to piece together everything I need to get Noisy Boy pieced back together one more time and make a few upgrades. And I was going to show you these upgrades I'm talking about here real quick, so let's go for a walk. Well, it's been a minute since I said that. What I'm doing here is I'm breaking in this brand new camshaft. I'm going through here with this emery cloth and a little bit of WD-40, and you can see the two that I've already polished with that emery cloth. This is a 280 grit. That's a 240. Yeah, it's a 240 grit emery cloth. See what it looks like with that black on it. Here's one right out of the box, no oil on it yet. You can see the difference. And so this stuff all has to come off of here, or your brand new lifter has to knock all of this off of it. And you don't want that brand new lifter and this mating surface getting to know each other with this coating interfering with that initial break-in. So if you look all the way down here to the last two, I've taken that emery cloth and just did a pre-break-in, and I put a soft 240 RA on it. Versus you can hear that. You know what I mean? You want it so that you can't hear anything. Still a little scratchy on that one. You know, big difference right there, and that's what I'm working on at the moment. Probably not going to work on it too much longer. It's already 2:18 in the morning, and I'm starting to get sleepy. I think I'm on my last wind for the day. Got out running around and had a little Chinese food for the first time in quite a while, and it didn't sit well. And I think that's half the reason I'm up moving around a little bit, trying to get everything a little settled in, packed in a little better there where along for the ride or something, you know what I mean? Feel like everything's still up here in my throat. I ate too much, I think. And soda pop. So let's do this cam card real quick on this cam I just got. Let's dial this thing in. So it's a 519, 523 with a 1.5 rocker, with a 1.5 ratio rocker arm. It's a Comp Extreme Energy 294H-10. It's got a advertised 294 306 duration with a 110 center line, a 110 lobe separation. Gonna be a pretty radical little monster. That little 357 is gonna wake up and come to life with that Comp Extreme Energy 294 in there. Ordered a new stall converter for it, and that guy right there, it's a Y-end accelerator. It's the early style 7546 Y-end accelerator. I take that back. I think this might be the later version, because underneath that carburetor it has the provision for that divider plate, which is the later model of the accelerator. And so this might be a later model, because it has these accessory bolt holes on it, as well as that divider plate in the center of the plenum. And the early ones I don't think had that. Could be mistaken about that, but I'm probably not. I've done enough research on all of them over the last few years to know them all by sight and pretty much by number now. So, working on that quadrajet right there. It's a Cadillac quadrajet, if I'm not mistaken. And I do believe it to be the big one. It's either like the 770 CFM, or it's the really big one, which is a Cadillac 825 CFM. And they came out on that 500, the Eldorados. And they're rare. And I don't know if that's one of them. I don't think it is. But I'm going to pull some numbers up on it and see what it is and rebuild it, just to keep myself fresh on doing those old Rochesters, because they're starting to regain a little traction, and people are starting to be like, hey man, those things actually sounded pretty good. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I remember. Alright, well, this is what I'm up to, and when I get a minute, I'll get back to this guy like I said I was going to. And until then, you've been kicking it with Kicker. Kicker out. Later. Hey cousins, how you doing? It's Kicker here. And you're back again for another episode of Kicking It with Kicker. And I guess it's technically, officially Monday morning now. 1:23 a.m. 1:23 a.m. on a Monday morning now. Had a pretty eventful day. Had family over for dinner, and that's always fun, and I love getting to see my family and spend time with them. Thank you for coming over and hanging out with me for a while. I appreciate that, and I love you guys. And for all of the viewers out there, I'm, kind of need to say sorry for not making any new content sooner, but I haven't felt like making any new content lately, and really haven't had the means to do it, and or recording equipment to make my stuff competitive with what's out there on YouTube. And my life is not really that interesting enough to try to make a daily vlog out of it, and I don't know if I have that much energy to commit to that kind of YouTube channel. And maybe that's why I only have 35 subscribers, is because they're okay with a video every now and then, and doesn't really matter, just as long as they're getting to hang out with me for a little bit, and I keep my videos short. So let's get right to it. I showed you guys that camshaft and explained to you how to get that black iridized, I'm not sure if it's a graphene or a graphite source that they put on that coating stuff, but I don't know whether it's technically there to help for that initial startup and break-in, but I don't believe that if that's what they claim the case to be, even though I don't think it is. And I'm more than open to suggestions in the comments box, so drop a comments down below if you know more about that stuff that I just mentioned, and I'm going to show you what I did to this camshaft. Let's go for a walk. Alright, well, I showed you the before the other night, last night I guess it was, or the night before last now. Good grief. And this is the after all of them are shined up a little bit. Man, it's like night and day difference. And now they're all smooth and ready to accept a brand new lifter without that black coating on it. See, this thing has still got that black coating on it, but I'm just going to let that distributor gear break that guy in. I think it'll be okay. But these, nah. On these cams that have this kind of coating on it, those have to be cleaned before you ever install it. Yep, and now everything's been thoroughly cleaned after being polished on, and now I'm getting ready to put a final coat of WD-40 on the whole thing, if I can get it to work. Bam. Yep, I'm going to just work that in a little bit here in a minute. Turn it over a couple of times. Yeah. And what do you know, Bob's your uncle. Ready to go now. And probably give that a final wipe down before it goes back in the bag. But can bag that thing back up now that it's ready to install. But I have no idea what I did with that cam box. And hey, now you're kicking it with kicker. I guess we'll walk around the shop until I find it. Or I'll probably just end the video right here. Be right back. Okay, what I was saying was, once I get this put back together, we can stow this away safe. There's the cam card, the cam ready to go. There's the new lifters for it, all 16 of them. And we got a couple of other things to do, so let me find a spot for you right quick and I'll let you hang out with me for a minute, and I'm going to just set you down right where I think you might sit at and actually stay. I don't know if you can see anything. Let me get this put away real quick, and I wanted to move a couple of other things around real quick. Are you still there? That's funny. I have no idea if you're right side up or right side down. I have no idea which side it was on. It's still recording, so I'm thinking that it was that way. And then I'm maybe holding you right side up. I'm not sure. Find out here in a little bit. I'm going to leave it all in because it's all one take stuff. Got this where I can one-hand it. All of that wasn't for naught. I can still do this one-handed. Got that. I can still do this one-handed. There it goes. That up. Flip it back over. Drop it back down in. This goes like that. that one goes like that. That looks good. I'm going to drop that tab in first. Get this second in tab. There it went. Third tab. Fourth tab. Bam. Alright, now we can stow this away until install day. Alright. What I wanted to show you guys, bear with me here for a second, now that we've got the bench cleared back off for 5 seconds. Let's grab a pair of these pinchy things, and we're going to use these metal pinchers to pinch this piece of brass that I got on here. And that brass is like, ow, ow, oh, you can hear the brass just yelling, saying, stop, man, don't do that. But yeah, these steel pinchy things, they don't care. That brass is all that focused it right in, didn't it? Can you guys see that now? That's a pretty cool shot, actually. Some ASMR for you guys. I'll put some stupid music. Bing, bam, 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 bam. Okay. One-handed. Heavy. One piece at a time. Heavy. This is just a mock-up filter that I put in there to simulate what it would look like with a filter and what kind of rod I would need to run that stupid Edelbrock. But I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I got on one of those interweb websites and ordered me up a Holley 750 vacuum secondary. That's had quite a bit of work done to it and came from a big stash and a hoard. I'm not sure, I can't remember exactly where the ad said it was from. I don't want to guess and say and then be wrong, but I saw multiple of them